Every morning at the mine you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow.
Here's what we call Logger'S Gravel. And we just got a truck out. We just got Will out, but it took us forever. So you pound a bunch of this bark in there. Get the bigger ones out. And hopefully that'll give you some base. The only problem is if this stuff gets balled up in front of the trailer, then you have another mess. But we're gonna see how it goes. Should be interesting. But we use bark. There is no bottom to this ground. I was hoping it froze up. It froze up a little bit, but I mean hardly any. So we're gonna have to pull him in here, spin him around, and then we'll see how this goes after we're all done. It should be interesting. Paul's gonna get him pulled around. It's just this 100 feet right here. 150 foot. Once you're out there, you're fine. But we'll get him loaded up and see how he goes out. Hopefully it all works. I don't know why, but it always seems like Josh is always the guinea pig. That truck there is always doing work, that's for sure. So, just like that, right? We'll find out what happens when we get a loaded truck going out of here. See just exactly what happens. I don't know. Hopefully it don't ball up. When he leaves out of here, he's going to put his lift axles all down. And that'll help disperse the weight until we get to the curve. Right there, he's have to pop them back up. So just hopeful. Pulling that string is all you can do. Keep trying something new all the time. You know what the dumbest thing I do sometimes is I go out, I jumped in Paul's skidder and me and Josh built that real quick. I jumped back in the chipper and I'm a little cold. Not bad, but a little cold. Forget to leave my heat on. So I get in here and it's cold. Nothing worse. But we'll get them pulled right back in here. Shouldn't be too bad. Yep. Oh, let's see. Hawaiian sunrise. That's what it looks like to me. Have to try these bad little babies out. Oh, see that? You just put them right in there, and you just aloha.
Okay.
Aloha. There we go. Paul's pulling her back in here. I left the conveyor usually, and that helps them sneak up beside the chipper a little easier. So far so good. She's pulling back a lot better than without the bark, but that's not the part I'm really concerned about. I'm concerned about it leaving loaded with about 40 tons of chips in there. That'll be the true test. But get her pulled back in here. A little better. Keep coming. Keep coming. That's good. Every driver's just a little different with the CB. That's one thing interesting to figure out. So you got 5 drivers, and some of them just once you say stop, they stop. Some of them will roll a foot, some of them will roll 2 foot, some of them are barely moving. So interesting to figure out each driver how they back up to this chipper. It's always fun. And then you got the guys that like to back up into the chipper and break the chipper, and yeah, that's another video. Goodness gracious. Oh, look at that! Oh my! A little bit of cherry in there. Cherry and maple. That last tree, I put a couple trees I put through there, but here we go. Not sure what'll happen. His lift axle, he's picking his lift axles up. That worked beautifully. Beautifully. Boy. You just do that a few times. It gets all that packed down in there real tight. And we keep doing a little bit of work on it every once in a while. It just get better and better. It'll pack in there though. That went out a lot easier than that truck this morning did. That first truck was a bear to get out. Paulie had that skidder all jacked up. I missed a good video. It was pretty interesting. So that turned out beautiful. Dave's got it going on. I think backing in here might be the best bet. Gonna slip her in here backwards. I think it'd be a little easier trying to spin him around back here. He's got the right idea. So that worked out pretty good. Pretty good. Get this out of here. But yeah, you gotta do this a few times because a lot of sticks in there. And with those air lines in the trucks, you know, it takes a little bit of practice. You don't just push it out there and it looks like this, trust me. But after you've done it for a few years, you figure it out pretty quick. We don't build a lot of roads with it, but if you could just get this stuff right here, this bark right here, you'd be fine. But you get all them sticks too. So that's our Logger'S Gravel. But like I said, if you could just get this nice fine stuff here, you could build some awesome roads. Put a grinder underneath this conveyor, you'd be good to go. But I think it's gonna save the day. Get all that packed down in there, we'll be good to go. Paul's getting her out there a little bit. You just got to keep patching it up. Paulie just open and close her a little bit. Pack it down, just pack her down right in there. I'll tell you what, that's going to make her so we can keep working. Get these loads out of here today. and hopefully have the rest of a good week. So it's just little stuff like that you always got to do. And it all boils down to just keep rolling.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw.
Eagle.
Trouble with the law.
Right over top of us. Look at it.